Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, we're going to be playing some retro games today. So if you want to submit, right, if you want to submit any game, request any game that is retro, hopefully it is on this collection. So I'll probably just sort of jump into playing something at the minute, and then if you've got a request, I can see if we've got it. How you all doing today? Hey Rowan. Major Scow, welcome. How you doing? You just ate dinner. Anything good? I've got my iron brew ready for this, so we'll make a move on. So yeah, we have got tons of games. I mean, I'm just going to have a quick look through the systems here to show off what we got. So we've got Nintendo, the original NES. We've got some ports. PlayStation, I'm not quite sure how well the games run on this. Scum VM for your classics, your point and click adventure games. We've got Sega 32X, Sega CD, Super Mario. So, that was me reading Rowan's request. Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16. We've got the Vectrex. We've got Atari Classics, Beat 'em Ups, Capcom, Castlevanias. Yeah, Mario Collection. We got Metroid Collections. We got tons of stuff here. SNK. Even like the old arcade machines as well. Which I had a check yesterday. There's thousands of games on this. It's crazy. Spaghetti Bolognese. Good stuff. Right, so the N64 games, I don't think they work that great. I might give it a go. We'll see. I'm not quite sure if the Raspberry Pi will be up for it, you know, up for running them. Dreamcast, Game & Watch, Game Boy Advance, Television, Genesis. Yeah, there's tons. So, yeah, I wish there was... Oh, there is. There is actually a random button. So we're going to start off with Game & Watch. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see if it's on here. Do we have The Legend of Zelda? Apparently not. Quite surprised about that one. We'll go with the original Mario Brothers. See what this is like. Well, I hope everyone in chat is doing well today. Like I said, if you got any requests, yeah, just let me know and I'll dig through. I've got a couple of hours to play stuff, so... Wow. The Game & Watch. Oh, I see. Even the buttons kind of do something. So Mario up, Mario down. Let's go with Game A. This isn't quite what I was expecting for a retro game stream, but it's different. Hey Niels, how you doing? I'm surprised there was no version of Tetris on there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to move on. Game & Watch, yeah, maybe not so excited about that. Mr. Gimmick, or Just Gimmick in Japan, is a really good platformer you might enjoy. Yeah, that didn't really seem like Mario to me. Oh man, Niels, thank you for the donation as well. Niels, if you've got a request, let me know and I'll see if it's on it. Cheers, man. What system is Mr. Gimmick for? We'll go... Just took its time to show up on stream. Thanks again, Niels. Appreciate it. What I will do... okay. We'll go with Mr. Gimmick to start with. But you remember, I've got tons of systems on here, so... I do cover a lot of Nintendo stuff anyway during my streams, so maybe if we try other games on different systems as well. Mr. Gimmick. Excellent. Zombies ate my neighbours. Yeah, I'm sure that's on here. I've played that quite a lot on stream. We'll see what we got. Authentic entertainment. I've heard of this game from somewhere. Maybe it was an AVGN video or something like that. So we can jump. It's always a good start. Actually, in a weird way, it kind of reminds me of Kirby. Actually, I can kind of see why people do speedrun this. It definitely kind of has that feel where you could just rush through the stages. It's a rare game, is it? Okay. Well, you guys know me. I kind of like just coming across random games that I've never heard of before anyway, so it's a good shout. Kind of strange, really, because I always thought Sunsoft made terrible games, and this one actually is. It seems alright. It controls really well, actually. Let's try that again. I get you. In a really weird way, it kind of reminds me of Mario Maker. I don't know, just the level design, and I also kind of think as well, like the pipes and the blocks and stuff. Difficult. Oh, Trip World, yeah, you've mentioned that before, yeah. So can we do anything else here, like float? No, that'd be too Kirby. I was going to say, it does feel a little bit unfair at times, especially crossing that bridge. Like, how am I supposed to avoid that bomb? Except for doing this. And they keep coming. You can ride the stars, okay. Yeah, it might take me a little bit longer to figure out. Well, you know, I think I would probably come back and play this another time. It seems like a pretty decent game. Thank you for pointing that one out. So what do we have? Donkey Kong Jr. up next. Yeah, I totally suck at that game. Hey Sunrise, how you doing today? Yeah, I played this loads. I know how to play this one. Hey Goku, how you doing today? So what other requests did we have then? We had zombies versus neighbours. Yeah, guys, anyone new in the stream, you can request a game if you want. I'll try and remember it. You're doing okay, Sunrise. How are you getting on with Final Fantasy? You must be getting quite close to the end of the game, I'd hope. Let's try that again. Oh, well done, mate. That's awesome. I didn't realise you completed it already. Are you going to be buying the remake as soon as it's launched? It's crazy, isn't it? What, 3 weeks? 3 weeks. 3 months? 2 months? 2 months Monday, maybe. This is a lot more difficult than I remember it being. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely getting Resident Evil 3 on launch. Final Fantasy 7, I'm kind of hoping a friend of mine buys it, and then I'll just borrow it after he's played it. Because, yeah, that's 2 games in a space of a week. That wasn't high. I'm just intrigued how much Final Fantasy VII Remake actually covers. Seriously, your birthday's on Monday, February 10th. That's my birthday as well, Sunrise. Yeah. I think this is a sign that I should not be playing Donkey Kong Jr. anymore. Which is kind of funny, because I'm actually pretty good at Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr. you would think's maybe aimed at like a lower age. That was actually more difficult than I remembered it being. Cheers, guys. Yeah, February 10th is my birthday. Right, what were we doing? We were going Super Nintendo, weren't we, for Zombie? Yeah, cheers, Nils. And that... It shouldn't be a problem, but because there is so many systems on this, it does take quite a while to get through everything. So, Z. I want to go down to Z. Yours is April the 10th. A good friend of mine, actually, her birthday's on April 10th. 10th is a good day to have a birthday. Quite clearly. Yeah, same day, same day. I want to go off and do... I was hoping to go somewhere like London or Brighton. I haven't fully decided yet. But yeah, this is MU Station running on a RetroPie. Mr. Sykes Gaming, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, this is a RetroPie build. I downloaded a couple, actually. 228 gigabyte bundles. This, yeah, I'm sticking with this one. I don't know, it seems a bit better. It is quite cool. It's a two-player game. I think I played this on the channel two-player at one point. I think it was like a Halloween stream. Yeah, that's right. It's a weird game, but kind of works. And I know actually quite a lot of people, you know, put this in their like top 10 Super Nintendo games. I love the fact people are just like using barbecues while zombies are just walking around, random. Yeah, I love Konami, especially during the 16-bit era. I thought they made some amazing platformer games. Even with like PlayStation and stuff, they made some good games. PS2. It wasn't until recently, I guess, the past several years ago, when yeah. They just started doing pachinko machines. They kind of went downhill then. So I think there was somewhere up top I could use my key. Rowan, thank you. I'm glad you like the channel anyway. I love a bit of retro, so this is working out pretty well. Blue Television Games. Oh man, I tell you what. Welcome to the channel, man. I know this is actually one of your favourite games, isn't it? Yeah, you've said, yeah. I've seen you play it on your channel, actually. How you doing, man? The soundtrack is pretty good in this game, yeah. It definitely plays better with 2 players. But it's still pretty good as a 1-player game, I think. So we've got to be somewhat close to finding everyone. What do I like? The Super Nintendo or the NES better? Definitely Super Nintendo. I think it was more the fact that I kind of skipped the NES. I did get an NES at one point, but it was like years after its prime years. Super Nintendo though, I was all over that. I love that system. Although I don't know where we're going with the final key. Ah, okay. Yeah, but Blue Television Games, yeah, I've been on your streams loads, man. But yeah, don't get me wrong, the NES still has some great games. I mean, Zelda's, Mario games, what else? You got tons, Castlevanias, Mega Mans. It's a great system, but I kind of wish that I had, you know, played NES when it was at its most popular. I probably would have enjoyed the games a bit more, but playing them now, but it's all good. Do these guys, not actually realise there is a zombie invasion or something? It's so weird. You love both. Genesis, yeah, to be fair, I've probably owned most of the consoles out there at one point or another. Yeah, Sega Mega Drive's a good system. Or Genesis. Sega CD I had. Dreamcast. Master System, Game Gear. I was definitely a bit of a console collector for a while. Every Sega needs to be remade. What? Every game? Jesse, how you doing? Welcome. What? BGT. Well, what is your favourite SNES game? What's your favourite SNES and NES game? You got a pretty decent collection. I love collecting retro stuff. You've slowed down. Yeah, the prices have increased crazy. I went to Norway last year, and we went to a big gaming sort of convention. And the prices of some of the games were crazy. And I'm like looking at my collection and thinking that's got to be worth something. But yeah, I don't collect as many games as I used to. Like you say, prices have increased big time. So I try and go after series, like the Legend of Zelda or Mario series. Mario Kart, Super Mario World. Zombies Ate My Neighbours, of course. Mario Paint. Mortal Kombat 2. Good shout out. Rowan, not sure why they stopped at the Dreamcast. That would be wise. Well, the reason why would be Sega went out of business. The Sony Dreamcast failed big time. I'm loving that one. Yeah, Sega Dreamcast, it come out just before the PS2. You know, people were hanging on for the PS2. But Sega makes some good games. But definitely the older systems for me. So we've got a key up there still. Nice. I think I love the fact the kids just wearing those old school, you know, 3D glasses. You know that dude's cool. I'm completely lost. Rowan, Super Mario World, Punch Out, good games, yeah. The Dreamcast and the Saturn. I tell you what, I think I've still got the Saturn somewhere buried away. Hey Roy, how you doing? F-Zero, yeah. Good. That is a great game. Shame they don't really make F-Zero anymore. I think, what was the last F-Zero? I think it was like a Game Boy Advance game, wasn't it? Something like that. Do we have another request, guys? And we'll move on. Oh, did I just kill someone? That I shouldn't have. My bad. F-Zero Climax on the... that was Game Boy Advance, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Hey, Silver. Honey Badger Gaming. Yeah, Zombies Ain't My Neighbours. Good game, good game. That was why I love Sega. They were always like... They would always take a risk on their games. And... You know, you go into... Well, when arcades were a big thing, you would go into an arcade, you would always have, like, the latest Sega game, a shooter or a racer. I kind of miss those days. F-Zero Race to Glory. That should be fine. If I can find the Game Boy Advance. I know it's here. Yeah, Sega Actually, that's what I was playing on here before I started streaming today. Power Drift and Outrun. I had a quick game of those. Power Drift, it runs okay on this. It's not perfect, but it's alright. So we've got F-Zero GP Legend or F-Zero Maximum Velocity. So what are we going to go for? Take a pick. Rowan, yeah, I will give Mario 64 a go, but man, I played Mario 64 so much. Maybe it's best to choose something a bit different. F-Zero Race to Glory is a ROM hack, okay. 4-player Daytona. Daytona! Yeah, that was good. Sega Rally. That was another good one. This is a Raspberry Pi running EMU Station. So you just buy a Raspberry Pi, you download a pack and just dump it onto the SD card. It's easy. Rather than sort of downloading individual games. It makes life easier.
Select your mode.
We'll go with the GP.
Choose your difficulty. Standard. Select your cup. Bronze cup. Choose your vehicle.
It's got to be Falcon. Let's do this. I only ever played the original on the Game Boy Advance. Blue Fishy, hey there. The only retro system I own is the original 1989 Game Boy. What a classic. I've still got my original Game Boy, however, it's kind of in bits at the minute. I was trying to fix it. I haven't successfully done that yet. One day. You gotta love that classic F-Zero music. What is everyone's favourite version of F-Zero then? Sort of including the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance and GameCube versions. Oh, and in N64 as well. Can't forget that one. The Super Nintendo is the only F-Zero you played. It is a classic, don't get me wrong, but I always kind of really enjoyed the N64 one. The GameCube one is a really good game. It looks great, but man, that game is tough. So tough. You only played the SNES one as well, Honey Badger. You're going to be back down at the end of April. Cool. Be good to see you. I think you might die if you crash. Thanks for the warning there, Major. Yeah, Honey Badger. Yeah, if all you need to get right is an SD card. I would get at least a 128. Buy a Raspberry Pi. They're about £50 for the new ones. And if you bring it down when you're here, I'll help you out if you want. It's pretty straightforward.
3, 2, 1, go!
Roy, you've only played the 2D ones. I actually quite like this. I'm surprised I never played it.
To go. You've got a new booster. Three laps to go. To go.
Yeah, I still haven't played Star Fox 2 Major. Just, I don't know why I haven't properly played it. I always wanted to. And they bring it out in the SNES Mini, and I think I spent about 2 minutes on it. There's some weird connection, isn't there, between Star Fox and F-Zero? Like, they're supposed to be set in the same universe, or something like that. Cool.
Wonderful. You've won second place.
Yeah, James McLeod, yeah. That would be Fox McCloud's dad, wouldn't it? Yeah, some really weird crossovers going on here. Right, we'll do one more race. If I get another request, I'll swap over.
3, 2, ready, fire.
No, I think that'd be pretty neat if they actually did like an F-Zero Star Fox crossover. Like half of it could be on land, the other half in space or something like that.
Four laps to go. You've got a new booster.
Nice.
Three laps to go.
The Super Mario Brothers 1, out of all of the games we could play, you choose one of the most games that I play quite often. You know what? What I will do, Rowan, is have a look. There's a whole Super Mario collection. Let me have a look and see if there's something that, you know, stands out that I've not really played much.
2 laps to go.
Because I think there's about 20 games in the collection on this, so might find something different. Although I don't think Hotel Mario is going to be on it.
Final lap. Congratulations! You got first place!
Yeah, good shout, Roy. Honey Badger, you're waiting on your space engineer's partner in crime, but the slacker isn't answering texts. He's supposed to be streaming tonight. Hey, Super Matthew. Mickey Mania, yeah, I can do that. We'll go with... Let's go to the Mario collection then. Yeah, this thing has even got... what's it called? Dragon's Lair. Oh, it's got Space Ace. Crazy game, that. Right, let's go to the Mario collection. So that's the Game Boy Advance one. That's the Atari 2600 version. We've got Mario's Missing, we've got Super Circuits, Time Machine. I would love to try Mario Paint, but it won't work. Let me see if it does work. I'm pretty sure it fails. Although the fact it's on this collection... How would you use this without a mouse? Hey Freddy. Super Matthew, I'm using a Raspberry Pi. Yeah, see, I don't think you can do anything with this one. Hotel Mario. I think it was like Philips. They had a system called the CDI. But I don't think the CDI is on here. There was a bunch of like Zelda games as well. Major, honestly, I do not mind. I am more than happy to just take requests. I'm kind of more like, I want to be surprised by a game. Maybe a game that I've never played before would be nice. Pocky and Rocky. Okay, yeah, I'll give that a go. Let's take the warp. Yeah, because I actually played Mario All-Stars before playing the original NES game, really, of this. I think maybe I played the NES one like a couple of times at a shop or something, but this was the version of Mario that I played. Risky. Yeah, Mickey Mania's on this. The Genesis version actually is better than the Super Nintendo version. They cut a couple of levels out of the Sega. They cut a couple of levels out of the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, you can buy a Raspberry Pi 4 for... No. That was close. You can buy Raspberry Pi 4GB for about 50 quid. But yeah, once you factor in an SD card, the case, power supply, yeah, it probably does come up to about 100 quid. Oh yeah, the Wii. The Wii got All-Stars as well, yeah. That is very true. The only thing with Mario All-Stars is the controls feel a little bit off compared to like Mario Maker and the original versions of Mario. I don't know why. It's weird. Yeah, well, you can already get all the Mario games on the NES Switch Online, can't you? But yeah, it'd be quite cool if they could add the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, I know where the vine is. It's just getting there. Not quite sure this is going to happen. Yeah. Well, allegedly, yeah, allegedly the next system will come out to replace the Switch in 2023. Whether that's true or not, I guess it's a few years away yet, but that kind of makes sense. By that point, the Switch would have been out for, what, 5-6 years? Typical. Yeah, definitely. I think Wii Sports and Mario Kart were like the biggest sellers. Definitely on the Wii. Hey, Dr. K, how you doing? Well, let's move on. So I think the next request was Mickey Mania. And that would be a Sega Mega Drive Genesis game, if I can find it. Yeah, Super Matthew, I was planning to actually do a full playthrough of Mickey Mania. But actually it's quite difficult. I only got to like the second or third level when I had a go at Christmas. Crazy Taxi. I can give it a go. The only problem with that, I bet my channel's going to get like copyright striked because it's got copyright music in it. I don't know if that's going to work. I forgot about that. It's got Green Day. Yeah, 4 gigabyte. I mean, the one I'm using is only a gigabyte, so the 4 gig one will definitely be good. Dr. K, no, this isn't a loss level stream. I'm just playing random games, random retro games. Taking requests. I'm sure I can fit in loss levels. Yeah. Probably best not to risk it. Jeopardy looks like a great game. I'll take your word on that. Indeed, there's so many different systems on it. It doesn't just have to be like your well-known systems or games. I like how it all kind of changes colour as you play through the level. Maybe I missed something here. I'm sure you have to get all the bells. Maybe I didn't collect them all. There's some quite cool graphical effects on this, actually. There's like the section where you run into the screen, and I don't think that's on the Super Nintendo version. That's why I kind of think this version's better. If I can stop hitting everything anyway. Yeah, I'm sure I got all the bells. Maybe I'm missing something here. Ah, there you go. Yeah, we did Pinocchio on another stream, didn't we? This is definitely better than Pinocchio. I didn't really go too much on that game. It looked nice. It was just a bit basic. Come on, give me a spring. Nice. Hook. Hook. I don't think I played that before. Didn't even know there was a hook. Does it have the best games on NES? I think it's got practically all the NES games on this collection. You can download so many different collections though, Honey Badger. There was a test object in Sonic 3 that was scrapped. Loads of games have stuff like that. You know, they'll leave stuff in, they'll remove stuff. I'll keep going till I lose all my lives. Which is probably going to be any minute. Harsh. Yeah, that is actually quite difficult to avoid when they blow up like that. Anyway, we're going to move on. The Mad Doctor. Yeah, I kind of like how they've gone through all the different like old Mickey cartoons and actually made a game of it. One day I will give it a proper go, definitely. Right, what is next? What are we going to be playing next? I think we had a request for Pokey and Rocco, I think. Let's go for that. Oh, sorry, the best game on the NES. Do you mean Teenage... Yeah, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I would say, yeah, it's got it. Of course, you're being ironic there, saying it's the best. I want to be the... what is that, a raccoon? Tanuki? Yeah, it was kind of weird though. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but in the UK they ended up changing the name to Hero Turtles. I think it's back to being Ninja Turtles now. So this is a good one in 2-player then, Major, yeah? I can see why you like it. I'm not quite sure it was Ninja Threats. I think it was more the fact that Ninja was seen as a bad thing, especially for kids. Because they ended up taking out the nunchuck in the UK version. Or it's not called the nunchuck anyway. Okay, I suck at that. We're going to continue for a bit. Let's try out Pocky then. So what's so good about her then? Okay, so it's pretty much the same. She's just got some kind of staff though. And playing cards? Okay. Different. You want one of those joypads, like auto fire. Harsh. You can use a powerful... I get you. That was probably a bit of a waste there. But I'll keep that in mind. It literally is like a shoot 'em up, isn't it? But you're kind of walking instead of the auto-scrolling, really. What is going on? Oh, you gotta love Japanese games. They're so weird. Like, when did Cyclops? Bizarre. It's a bizarre game, but it works. We're gonna move on. Hey Tess, how you doing? Yeah, that was pretty tough, to be fair. I think in two-player mode, I think I'd find it easier. I think anyone would find it easier. Right, what are we going to do for the next game? I know Lost Levels was mentioned. I'll come back to that in a bit. Should we try Ninja Turtles? What's wrong with ninjas? Exactly, there's nothing wrong with ninjas. I just think Nintendo got a bit worried that, you know, it might scare little kids, or maybe little kids will imitate the Turtles. I don't know. I've never completed this game. I used to have it for a different system, but I'm sure it was bugged because I could never get past one point. And there was just nothing I could do. I tried and tried, never did. Lemmings. We already did Lemmings in a different stream. It's such a weird game, this, because it does not feel like Turtles. Yeah, you play as a turtle. I don't know, just... It feels so cheap. It's an alright game to some extent, but... I think it could have been so much better. Nice. Turtles Arcade is a great game. I love the beat 'em up ones. I think they're all great. But I don't think I played the sequel to this one. I forget we can swap to other characters, can't we? Go on then, Raph. Come on. Yeah, guys, thank you for the likes on the video. If you haven't already liked, maybe reconsider. I don't even know if I'm gonna beat the boss here. It's like, what is that guy doing? What is that guy? Is it supposed to be like one of the clan? He always just reminded me of like an alien. I don't know why, just like this blue blob. I tell you what, probably Donatello might be better. Nice one. Hey Ghost Wolf, how you doing? Yeah, this was Konami, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure they were rushed to bring this game out because Konami had, you know, really high standards. This game is, yeah, not high standards. And there's only some, yes, only Donatello seems to be able to hit those. Was that it? All that way just for a pizza? Which I'm probably going to lose all my health getting back out of this place. I really, really hate respawning enemies. Yeah, you got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre up there as well. Everyone remembers him from Turtles. Time Pilot? I don't think I've heard that one. Time Pilot. Well, the bad news is Mike only has 2 bits of health as well, so I can't see this lasting too long. And we're dead. I thought it was Konami that made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe not. Right, do we have another request? I know a few people have put down some comments, but I'll try and give everyone a go. Let them pick a game first. Super Simo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I thought it was Konami. I was very sure it was a Konami game. Maybe Ultra Games is like part of Konami. What? Hey, Daitu. It's just that pad. It's not great for this, but it does the job. Right, before we move on to something else, I'm going to pick something for myself then. See if I can find something interesting. Ah, that's probably what it is then. Maybe, yeah, it was probably released in the UK under Konami, yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to load that one. My bad. Let's try that again. I was trying to find... where's the beat 'em ups? Oh, wow. There's a few games there I've forgotten about. Right. Although I don't think it's got the game I am looking for. Oh, cool. I love the GBA version of this. Never played it on Sega CD, so it could be good. Going old school. Super Simo, this is a Raspberry Pi. It's got all of the old games on it, like tons of them. A Raspberry Pi pretty much looks like that. You can get fancy cases. You can put it into like a Super Nintendo case. Up to you. So we've got Guy, Cody, or Hagar. We'll go with Guy. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favourite side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Streets of Rage 2 definitely is the best, but I actually really enjoy playing through this one. Is anyone looking forward to Streets of Rage 4? I think that's due out some point the middle of this year. I will definitely be buying that. I hope they do a good job of it. It looks pretty good so far. But, you know, I'm not getting too excited until, you know, I hear more about it. What's Streets of Rage 4 coming out on? Most systems, I believe. I know it's coming out on the Switch, PS4, Xbox, and probably the PC. I don't see why it wouldn't come out on the PC. It's so weird though, because if you played a Streets of Rage game before, so many of the enemies seem quite similar. But I think that's more down to the fact, yeah, Streets of Rage borrowing ideas off of this game more than anything. Ah, you know what? It's not chicken. Every game like this that I play, the health is a chicken. And it's... What was that? Beef? A bit of pork? It's not chicken, that's the main thing. I love the fact he has to call his mates to come and do his dirty work for him. I think as well, the good thing about playing like arcade games is that you can like keep chucking in the credits. So technically you can pretty easily complete the game, you know, because you're getting unlimited continues, but that was final fight. Tekken 3. I don't actually know if any of those games work on here, Dr. K. Let me have a look. I think they come under Street Fighter. We got Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Bunch of the Street Fighters there. Matthew, I'll do that next. I'll do that next. Oh, I see, and they're the arcade. Oh, it did have the arcade version of Final Fight. Interesting. Silver Surfer, I will add that to the list. Good idea for saving. Piggy bank, make your own cabinet, which costs... I did actually, years ago, I made my own arcade machine. I was quite proud of it. It was quite bulky. I ended up getting rid of it a few years ago. And I tried to build like a smaller arcade cab. I spent days on it, and then one day I just lost interest and I binned it. You can buy like pre-packed arcade cabinets off eBay. So you still have to like put it together, give it a bit of a paint, but it's worth doing, I think. We're going to go Silver Surfer. Let's do that. Silver Surfer. I've heard a lot about this game. Guys, I've had a serious like headache today. So if I do anything stupid, I'm blaming it on that. Galactus, why have you summoned me? I have need of you, Surfer. This universe is threatened from beyond. What does he look like? Right, we got a Godzilla. Let's go with the Godzilla. Or Reptile. So what is this? It's tried to be like a Mega Man and have different bosses at the end of the stage. Man, this... Huh? This is special. Why would you do this to me, Major? What did I ever do to you? This should definitely be on like a garbage stream. One hit death, yeah. This is actually one of the more punishing games I played, I think. Okay, game over within a minute. We'll try that once more. Let's choose a different character. Unless it... Yeah, we're going to jump straight back in, okay. I'm going to try and take a different route. Maybe I have more luck. Huh? Imagine paying 30 quid. The sad thing is, people did. I feel really sorry for those people. But then again, I spent lots of money on... Seriously. I spent lots of money on terrible games. Bubsy being one of them. Although it wasn't as bad as Bubsy 2, I give it that, but... Yeah, I'm done. I am done. That was a very, very horrible game. I tell you what, I'm liking the choice of music they've got for the menus. It sounds very like 80s or early 90s. Like Stranger Things type of feel. So what are we doing? We're going for Scooby-Doo. Well, I'm going the wrong direction for a start. Oh, it's Sunsoft. So what we've got, play Blake's Hotel, play Ha Ha Carnival. So what, is there two different game modes in this then? Shaggy? I see there's some kind of new Scooby-Doo movie coming out this year. Like, it's got Scooby-Doo as a puppy or something. Oh, hang on. Okay. I wasn't expecting a point-and-click adventure. So how do we select the... Does Shaggy remind me of what? Yeah, I kind of, yeah, see where you're going there. So how do we actually use any of these? Ah, right. This is so weird. I'm just really surprised they went with a point and click. I was just going to be like, go in the door, come out the other side type of thing. I don't actually think this is too bad. I'm just more impressed that they turned it into a point and click adventure. It doesn't look great, I give you that, but you know, this was a Sega Mega Drive with quite limited colours. Yeah, I think more than anything, I'm just a bit surprised about it. But I don't think a point and click game is great to be playing during this stream. Right, we'll move on then. Thanks for pointing that one out, Super Matthew. Do we have another recommendation? Socket. Let's give this one a go. Hey, Mr. Leon. Yeah, I just saw this one here. It looked quite interesting, so I think I've seen videos of this before. It kind of looks like a bit of a Sonic rip-off, I guess, but... I think that's an understatement. It definitely is a rip-off. Oh, I see why it's called Socket. So, his tail is actually a plug. Like a plug socket. Man, where do they come up with the ideas for some of these characters? So how do I get enough power to make it up that wall? Ah. It controls okay. It pretty much is like playing a Sonic game, really, like with the controls. So it's all right. Is it as good as Sonic? No, not from what I played, but it's a bit different. I definitely prefer, like with Sonic, where you can duck and roll into enemies. This is just like a... I guess you're just picking up ammo, really, aren't you? That's its main difference. Oh, Vector Man. Yeah. It's been a while since I played that, so I'm not 100% sure if it controls the same, but... tell me about it. Yeah, it's... games nowadays, way too many cutscenes. I guess that kind of puts me off a bit anyway from playing newer games. Like, it's just nice to be able to pick up a game right and start playing without sitting through cutscenes or story and all of that. Which is why I think these type of games do better on live streams. Whereas if I was doing the same with, say, PS2 or PS4, you couldn't just pick one game, well, and then play it. You know, you would have to sit through cutscenes and... Yeah. Okay. Not quite sure what that was all about. You're just having dinner, no worries, Leon. Weird. Not quite sure I like that sound. It's quite annoying. What am I supposed to be doing? That didn't seem to be doing too much. Ah, right, okay. We're going to move on. It seemed alright. I don't know if it's a game that I would probably go back to, but it's alright. True Lies is supposed to be pretty decent. The sound is like Wii U. Yeah, it's like an ambulance sound, isn't it? Yeah. Or like, you know, on Legend of Zelda when you get down to your last bit of heart. Something like that. Werlo. Yeah, I haven't got round to playing Death Stranding. I'm not too sure if I'm bothered. Matthew, let's see how we go. Let's see how we go for the minute. So we're going to try... Let's go with Werlo, if it's on it. It is. Marvel versus Capcom. I can have a look. I'm using a Raspberry Pi, Leon. It kind of looks a bit... Well, that is one of them anyway. So you get... At the back here, there's an SD card you can put into it. Plug in your joypad, plug it into a HDMI. It's got tons of games on it. So what are we looking at here then? A platformer with some weird green... whatever they're supposed to be. I was going to say jelly beans, or jelly babies, but not quite. That's kind of weird. So you get a button for normal jump, and you also get like a bigger jump with the other button. Jump higher, yeah. There we go, we got it. Yeah, Major. Definitely haven't heard of this one before. Seems alright so far anyway. Almost like Rampage. Oh, cool. Interesting. So what's the little purple blob then? Yeah, what's he do? Besides kill me? Is he just like a standard enemy that I should be able to kill? I like the fact as well you can kind of like use the pitchfork to jump downwards. Like a downward thrust. Okay, yeah, you can just kill. Eden Studio, welcome. That is something that I've kind of got used to over the years, though, is like where the game saves so you don't have to go back to the beginning. That's one thing I kind of do like about games. I probably would have given up playing them long ago if checkpoints weren't a thing. Yeah, I'm not redoing that. The humans have been turned to blob people into stuff. Yeah, quite clearly. Yeah, seems alright. What else did we have? The humans reminded me of. Guys, as well, I have made Lance a mod for the channel. I did speak about it the other day with him. So, welcome to the mod team, Lance. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, it's quite a neat little stream tonight, going through some of the classics. So, this is actually the arcade version of the game. So, I'm going to keep putting in credits. So who do we get here? We get Mega Man. That's cool. We got Venom, Spider-Man. Gonna go Wolverine and Spider-Man. It's a good mix.
Let's go, Bob.
Ready. Fight.
I remember when I was at college we had this machine. We had like a, well, Marvel vs. Capcom and like some other X-Men beat-em-up game. I never did play it much, so don't expect much from this. Destroyed. I don't think Spider-Man's going to do much. Rowan, what you can do is if you use the exclamation mark NNID command, you get my friend code. If you want to send me a friend request, I will add you. You add it in a canteen from Safeways. Nice. I remember seeing these machines everywhere. They were quite popular at the time, so... I'll select easy mode, or the combos need to be... Cool.
Ready. Fight.
I wouldn't have any idea there, Matthew. I'm sure there's someone with better knowledge of this game than me. Harsh. Oh, you got Chinese? Oh, I'm jealous. I love Chinese. So expensive nowadays. It's like £15 at least for the meal I like. We'll give one more go. Let's go Captain America and Gambit. Press low punch, low kick. I will try and do that for the hyper combos. Nice. Yeah, it was definitely a lot easier. Yeah, I don't quite see how you could share it being halfway across the ocean, but the thought counts. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes the game easier to play, putting it on easy mode. Strangely enough. What is that? Weird. I tell you what, the game looks amazing. I love the graphics on it, the animations. Good choice. Yeah, that pretty much was button bashing. Hey, it works. What else? Has anyone else got a suggestion? And before Marvel says, before Matthew says, Scooby-Doo, I will play that once we get to the end of the stream. Lance, no worries. I trust that you will keep an eye out on the chat and stuff. Desert Strike, we can do Desert Strike, no worries. Desert Strike is a weird one. I remember it being quite popular. But I tried to play it a couple of times. I could never get into it. There was Jungle Strike as well. I could never get past the first mission. I'll tell you what, let's do it this way. Where is it? Jungle. I chose Jungle Strike. I know. It's pretty much the same as Desert. Just looks a little different. Urban Strike as well. That was another one. I could never really figure out what I was supposed to be doing. I think you have to, like, follow the road until you get to whoever you're supposed to be taking out or supporting or whatever. I always used to think, why are the roads so empty? There's just nothing going on. Oh, really? Oh, I see. Missions, right. Oh, I get you. So we kind of got to fly to where the exclamation marks are. So where was the others? You would have thought they would add some music to the game, though. Just sounds very eerily silent. How can we land? Yeah, Leon, I'll tell you what, I'm just having fun just flying around the map. I'm good. I don't need any missions. If I come across someone that needs to die, well, so be it. Sweet and sour chicken, fried rice, egg roll, shrimp with rice. That sounds okay. Yeah, sounds pretty good. I'm not a big fan of shrimp. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. Yeah, I like I said, I could just never really get into the strike games. What were we? Go on then. Let's have a brief look at this Super Nintendo. Scooby-Doo game. Ah. I'm not. I don't mind some fish. Like cod. Cod I like. I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not really a fish person. Right, let's see what the difference is then. So the other one was a point and click game. This is still called the same name. So you would think it would be a point and click like the other one. However, from the picture there, it did not look like that at all. Hey, Pokestars, welcome. How you doing? Ah, okay. It's kind of weird. They used to do that though. They used to like make a Mega Drive or a Sega version, and then the Super Nintendo version would be quite different, even though it'd be this like maybe the same name or it comes out at the same time. There would be a okay. So they've kind of gone for the approach of collecting items rather than like having to click open and stuff like that. Man, I used to love Scooby-Doo. I haven't watched Scooby-Doo for so long. And I know they made those live action movies. I think I watched one of them. But they keep making like these like crossover sort of straight to video type things, don't they? Like where they got Supernatural and WWE and things like that. Still. Leon Scott Kennedy, how you doing? How's your streaming been going, man? Would you do it for a Snoopy? Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Yeah. I always used to... You know, you guys know what Haribo are, yeah? Of course you do. I used to call those Scooby Sacks. I don't know why, but it's funny. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, Matthew. Yeah, they did like a WWE Scooby-Doo crossover. It's a bit strange. But there we go. That was both versions of Scooby-Doo. Hope you enjoyed that. Hey, Waluigi, welcome. How you doing? The emulator. Dr. K, right? It's more like a package. It's called MU Station. But you might need, like I said, you probably need a Raspberry Pi for this. I think it's worth doing. I mean, for the sake of, what, buying a Raspberry Pi for £50, something like that, and then having access to all of this stuff, I think it's worth doing. Adventure Island? Oh, I love that game. I remember Adventure Island, yeah. I'll see if I can get it in before the end of the stream. Because I think this is the only Kirby game, isn't it, where you can't transform. It's quite an easy game as well. I think the last time I played this, I think it took like 25 minutes to complete. It's crazy. There's one on the Game Boy Advance that, you know, I'm not a big Kirby fan. However, there was one on the Game Boy Advance that I actually really enjoy playing. This one I do kind of like. It's mainly, well, I guess only because I played it when I was a kid. But, yeah, apart from that, I don't generally play Kirby games. They're quite easy to play through, I guess. If you're not really up for a challenge. Rainbow Island. Yeah, you know what? There's a few games that I've completely missed out that I really did actually think about playing. So I'm going to do this type of stream again at some point in the near future. So, yeah, Rainbow Islands was one of them, yeah. But we're running out of time, unfortunately. So, next time, definitely. Pokestars, you're a Kirby fan. Nothing wrong with that. Kirby Super Star Ultra for the DS. I'm trying to figure out what game it was for the Game Boy Advance that I played. I think it was a remake of the NES one. Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, there you go. I actually quite enjoyed that. It wasn't something I'd normally play, but like I said, I gave it a go and it actually ended up enjoying it. Okay, well, you know what? I I might play that one again, because I know I can complete that pretty quick. So what were we going to go for? Hanna-Barbera, yeah. They're not really a thing anymore, are they? A lot of their old stuff was good. Flintstones was a classic. Top Cat, yeah. The N64, I'm not going to touch because I need to properly test it. I'm not too sure if it's going to run very well. Hey, Strums, how you doing? Yeah, well, I need to properly test the N64 because I don't really know if the, you know, how well they'll run. Let's go with... We'll go with this one. I don't think I've ever played it. It's one of the Bubble games. Strums, no worries. Safe journey. Wait a moment. Not too sure on the sound on this one. Yeah, I mean, it plays okay. The sound is a bit off. Yeah, Major. When I used to go swimming as a kid, there was always like a bubble machine next to the swimming pool. Which sounds really dangerous now. I don't know how they got away with it, but yeah, a lot of cash was spent on that bubble. Yeah, that sounds horrendous. I'm not quite sure I would say Altered Beast is a classic. Is this the... Oh, I think this is the arcade version. We'll give this a go. Wise from your grave. Right, okay. Well, it looks better than the Mega Drive one. Not by much, but still. Yeah, it's just... punch the two-headed wolf. Random. Hey, Roy. The remake of what? Sorry. What is with these wolves? Oh man, this looks so much better than the Mega Drive version. I'm sure you don't get the wolves and stuff in that. I'm probably completely wrong because I haven't played it in so long, but still, this, even though it doesn't look that great, it still looks better than the console version. I love like the bones sort of flying out into the screen. So bad. How do I turn into the Altered Beast then, or does that happen normally? Can we find something else? We probably should finish up it after the next game. Oh man, they've got Jurassic Park the arcade game. I wonder how this runs. I love playing this. I didn't know this was on it. SWAT Cats. I don't think I ever watched it, but I know of it. Dr. K, yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite sure this is going to work very well. I guess really this was made for a light gun. Well, I would shoot his head if I knew how. Believe me, I am trying. I remember playing this down the arcade, although this doesn't look as good as I remember it being. I made it. Interesting game. I don't think I've ever played this one either. I remember hearing about it, but yeah, never played it. And we really, really better finish off on this one. This game is to be used only in Japan. Well, looks like I'm getting sued. Oh, right. Favourite cartoons? Jeez. I always loved like Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, what else? A lot of the Disney stuff like DuckTales, Gummy Bears, what else? Gummy Bears, Tailspin. Man, yeah. The problem is some of these games, they just don't run properly on this. As you can see, the sound, the sound is knackered. The Zelda cartoon. I remember watching that, yeah. Excuse me, princess. It's a bit of a shame, this. I would actually probably give it a proper playthrough if it wasn't for the sound being so bad. How does it feel playing a game in full Japanese? It feels good. Yeah, just a bit of a shame. It sounds awful. Mr. Leon, I don't know. It's my birthday on Monday, so I'm planning on doing something over the weekend. Catch up with some friends. Maybe I think next weekend going to go out for a few drinks. Yeah, I can't play any more of that. That sounds horrendous. This was the first Sonic game to feature Ray the Squirrel and Mighty the Armadillo. You are correct. Thank you, guys. Why does it sound choppy? Because it's struggling to play it. It's not powerful enough. Yeah, my birthday's on Monday, so we've still got a few days yet. But guys, we really need to finish up. What I'm going to suggest is we're going to go and raid Lightning Pharaon. I'm not going to be able to stay for too long. She is actually playing a retro game herself. She's playing Earthworm Jim. If you want to pop on over her channel, ADH Raid, that would be amazing. I really need to finish things off. I'll be back over the weekend with Mario Maker 2. Thank you guys for watching, and see you again soon. Take it easy, guys. Laters.